This is like well ahead of the cold front. We're just seeing some storms pop this morning, which we kind of anticipated. Then we're going to have a lull, and then the cold front's coming. And this is the last full day of summer. So we're saying goodbye to that. We're tracking heat, the storms, strong to severe storms for later today. What's happening this morning is just a good old-fashioned downpours. And yes, we are seeing some lightning, and obviously a lot of you are hearing some thunder. So from Sandusky towards Vermilion, Lorraine, you're about to see more rain here momentarily. Same thing with you in North Olmsted. We're seeing some showers approach Cleveland downtown. We've got more right along that Cuyahoga, Medina County line, so near Brunswick. And then shifting our view a little further east, we're also seeing some downpours in Ashtabula County. Most of this is just downpours this morning. We'll be done with it in the next few hours, get a break, and then have more to talk about later. We'll get to the later, and it's really impressive. So hold on that thought. But for now, temperatures are in the 60s to around 70. Not extremely humid, but it is going to be an increase in humidity for later today. We're already seeing that areas west, where we've got dew points in the mid to upper 60s compared to the 50s in our east suburbs and even as far south as Canton. So when those start to creep up, you'll feel every bit of it. Winds, well, they're 5 to 10 miles an hour in most spots. They are going to be much more gusty around any downpours and storms, and of course later today especially. 74, that's the average high. We'll hit 88 degrees today. So it's going to feel every bit of summer. 92 is the record. We will not be far from that one, but we're not going to beat it. And we've got a lot of heat, but we've got a lot of cool air behind the front. It's impressive. I mean, we're literally, you're going to feel the switch of seasons. Let me just say that as we go from today to tomorrow, and we'll talk more about it coming up. But what happens is after this morning, we've got several hours of partly cloudy skies before we get into more storms, and it's going to be that crucial time, dinner, when you're commuting home from work potentially, when you're heading off to one of your kids' games, or maybe you've got a game, or they've got practice. And if you're thinking about grilling tonight, I'm going to just go with forget it. It looks like that's exactly the time that we'll be dealing with these storms. So that being said, from satellite and radar, we've got what's moving through this morning on our National Design Mart forecast. Then notice several hours of just uneventful weather. But look at this line, and if you could take a moment, walk over with your bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and 4 o'clock today, we've got a massive line of storms approaching, and that continues to push through 5, 6, 7 o'clock. It's going to be an evening event, and then we'll be clearing out and cooling off dramatically. But that line is going to be capable of strong damaging winds, isolated tornadoes, hail, heavy rain, all of the above. We'll be tracking. We'll be on top of it for you. On your Union Home Mortgage 7-day outlook, I mean, why not go from near 90 to highs in the 60s tomorrow? As we say hi to autumn. And by the way, autumn officially arrives at 9:04 tomorrow evening. So still, it is the first day. Cooler, breezy. We've got the big Browns game tomorrow night. We're going to be in our sweatshirts for that, Danielle. And it stays cool getting into the weekend. We've been talking about this. It's definitely going to have a sweater weather vibe. Yeah.